So before I mention that one, I just want to reiterate that coming February the 19th in the US and the 22nd in Europe is Dead and Request. And basically, Idea Factory International has been streaming this multiple times. It's an RPG, but it's all about you're in the gaming world, and the game rule or genre keeps changing to a first-person shooter, to something else, even fighting game, to anything else. They kind of showed it multiple times. That's going to come out on February 19th, rated M. However, it's already been confirmed. Nothing changed in that one. The game itself is not going to be changed, but no CG scene is going to be modified from what I heard. So that's safe. No, there's nothing problem with that one. It's an M-rated game. So the first one they basically announced that's going to come in spring of 2019 is called STAR VARNIR. So apparently it's another RPG. You got male protagonists and get a lot of pretty women. There you go. And from what I gathered, it's a turn-based RPG. Looks interesting. Hopefully it'll do once again. Idea Factory will do some Steam for this, or stream, not Steam, stream. Only, unfortunately, right now, I'm saying that with regret, but I have to say it, is unfortunately this one is a PS4 exclusive. And on the press release, the press event, they did stated 2 of the CG scene had been modified, so I quote unquote censored, again the censored. And in Japan this already came in, I think, late October, and yeah, the game was already been heavily censored there also as well. And like I said, why would you even release it if that happened? Because they're already committed, the game's already been almost done, so what can you do? So unfortunately, yeah, 2 of the CG scene will be censored. I'm very disappointed about that one. And then the next one they announced is coming in summer of 2019 is Arc of the Alchemist. So this one, I kind of saw a lot of YouTube video about it. People talk about it. It's basically, this was a hack and slash RPG, but not so much of Tamsoft's game, the Neptunia Unleashed, or the zombie game, or even For Goddess Online. And there's also some building aspect in this game also. I saw it in a YouTube video. So you get to play like 3 characters and you just hack and slash. Interesting enough, there's nothing that said that CG scene are going to be modified. However, I kind of saw some pre-release scenes. Yeah, I mean, one of them unfortunately kind of showed fan servicey. I mean, literally fan servicey. So I cannot doubt it. And again, I wouldn't be surprised. Going to be pissed off. But again, yeah. So that's going to be a hack and slash action RPG from what I heard. And in Japan, it's going to come this February. It was supposed to be like late October, early November, but they had to delay it. So that's going to come in February in Japan, and then in America, in the US, somewhere in 2019 of summer. But like I said on the press release, they never said anything about 2 of the CG scene being uncensored or being censored or modified. I'm just saying there. Excuse me. So we'll wait and see. But the third one is a very, very interesting one. And at the same time, a little bit of disappointment. And that is Data Live RIO Reincarnation. So, again, this is another Idea Factory game. And some people might know they heard about this. It's because, one, Funimation has the anime. There's 2 seasons. They're working on the 3rd season. Yes, Data Live, it's an Idea Factory game that actually debuted in the PS3 way in the past. Never came out outside of Japan. And the reason for that is, it's easy. This game is a visual novel. So, of course, to some extent, in early PS3 era, or maybe the mid PS3 era, visual novels are not that popular. I think they were more now knowledgeable, like in the end of the PS3 to the PS4. So, yeah, Data Live, it's a visual novel. Never came out in America until now. And the American version, apparently, according to Idea Factory, not only is that it's, I think, okay, maybe I take it back. I think this one is it's the PS3 version that never been released. It's on the PS4 now. So yeah, finally a Dead or Alive game finally coming in the US. But there's a lot of downside. First of all, the game will be censored again. Screw you, Sony. Hashtag grow up, Sony. That 2 of a CG scene will be modified. Again, at least it's just 2. I don't know if there's a lot of fan service in the game. Another one is, maybe just my personal preference, is it is a visual novel. So one of the problems is for visual novel is they tend not to be dubbed no matter what. ASCII game basically said any visual novel they can't do, even in America. They have like some like Psychopaths and Steingate people that asked any chance dubbing a lot of these games, and they said no because visual novel, a lot of voice, text, voice heavy, so that's probably gonna cost a lot of money. So they just rather not do it. So if you don't like it, you can just turn it off and, you know, play like Dragon Quest XI in Japan with no voice, but, you know, at least that's a voice. So, yes, so that's another downside is the game is only in Japanese. I think a lot of people did ask them about it, and Idea Factory International did say, because due to the fact that it is a visual novel, the chances of an English dub will be slim. And then they even asked, is it possible with a paid DLC? They said, well, look into it, but again, I said this before in my English dub versus Japanese game, there's a big risk of actually doing a paid dub DLC, because what if no one pays for it, no one buys it, not a lot of people buys it, and you pull that stunt, they're probably going to go to negative. It's a big risk. So like I said, the game going to be censored on the PS4 version. 2 scenes, CG scene going to be censored. However, in the Steam version, is uncensored. So that's the key word for this game. For anyone, I highly recommend getting it on Steam. Get it on Steam. Don't get it on PS4. Again, vote with your wallet. Send a message to Sony SJW that this is unacceptable. Don't buy any game that's censored on the PS4. Get it on Steam. I mean, it's really, in my personal opinion only, it is sort of unfortunate that I already noticed a lot of people, some people, not a lot, but some people were buying burst renewal on the PS4 rather than in Steam, because of course some of them said they wanted to play this game really bad, or really want to play this game, and they don't have a good strong PC, so they're cutting their loss. And there's even some people said, I don't really mind. Hey, to each of your own. If you don't care, that's fine. At the same time, it kind of shows out to the Sony said, well, you prove our point. Not a lot of people care, so I guess we're in the right. Again, it is what it is. To each of their own. It's up to you. For me, it's for the sake of principle that I will not buy a gutted game. I'd rather buy the full package game. That's just me personally. So, same goes with Dead or Alive RIO Reincarnation. There's a Steam version, uncensored, so I would highly suggest getting there. Probably much easier since you can probably use a mouse and keyboard, or especially the mouse, you know. But again, if you don't have a strong PC and you don't have a PS4, there you go. So, those are the games that's going to come out. I am excited to some extent that they are coming out. They're actually coming out. My only downside is that they're censored. They're going to be censored on PS4, except for Dead or Alive if you bought it on Steam. But you know what? We'll see what happens. So we'll see what happened there. So before I close this vlog, I also want to give my opinion about the whole situation with Sony censorship and why is this all suddenly happening, or why is it now they're really enforcing more than ever. And this is going to be a little bit tricky to explain my theory, but I'm hearing this in the internet about it, is that, okay, I don't know, it's either in Japan or in the US, but somehow Sony Interactive Entertainment hired someone that basically sort of a SJW. I don't know if they are or not. It may sound like they're SJW, and I hate saying that word, but this particular part, I do hate this part of the video, but I have to really talk about it. And apologies in advance to sounding political here, but hear me out why. That they hired this person, and it's a woman. Again, I don't want to go there. It doesn't matter, woman, man, man, woman, whatever. But apparently, but this one sort of kind of hint rumor again. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure about this one, but it's a rumor rumbling that people are talking about it. That Sony Interactive Entertainment hired a woman, and because of this particular woman, basically, again, I don't know if this one's HW or not, but they said she basically proposed to Sony that you're gonna enforce the censorship because we want to have more sales, because there was some rumbling, because when people think about PlayStation 4, they think about anime / fan servicing, that's true. The majority of the general consumer do think when you think of Xbox, all American. When you think about Nintendo, kiddie, family friendly. When you think about PlayStation, it's anime. When you think about Steam, it's your mixed nuts, I guess. But yeah, PlayStation is always fan servicing anime, which is kind of true. But I don't mind that, but that's me personally. But they say they're trying to change their image, which I don't think it's a good idea. Because Nintendo tried that in the past and it bit him in the foot. It didn't really work. So again, I don't know if it's true or not about that. It was a woman who basically has high political opinion that really is affecting this. Again, I don't know. So kind of disappointing right now. Can this thing be changed? Yes. The minute they see falling, the sales are not there anymore. Nintendo's catching up because Nintendo has no problem with their games. They're all uncensored, which is awesome. Steam, a little bit issue there, here and there, apparently, but I hope they do work the kinks out. Microsoft is trying to redeem themselves because they screwed up with the Xbox One. They kind of redeemed with the Xbox One X, but their policies, it was so stupid to a point that they had to reverse it. So when suddenly investors sees we're not getting the sales, a lot of third-party games are not for us, we're not getting a lot of third-party games, what's going on? The sales are falling, what are you guys doing? And they see this, oh wait, because this censorship is hurting the company, you gotta need to fix it, you're gonna reverse it. And maybe there's a slight chance that Sony will say, okay, you know what, we try to stick with our gun, we believe on, with a higher, a global standard of censorship, but it's not working for us. Our investors are pissed off. Fine, we'll reverse it. It is a possibility, but as of right now, it's slim. So how do you send a message? You vote with your wallet. Don't buy any games that has censorship on the PS4. Buy it on an alternate console, or if you have a strong PC, buy it on Steam, Epic Store, whatever. Vote with your wallet. Raise awareness. Just giving your opinion about it. Just harping in Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube, or whatever, even Twitch. And when investors kind of sees it, they're saying, I don't like where this is going. And if this is going to affect our bottom line, if it affects our not getting money, remember, investors only care about money. They don't care about, to some extent, the moral, I know. But if they're seeing that they're not getting any money, there's no sale, and they're falling, yeah, they might tell Sony Interactive Entertainment, hey, change your ways, we don't like this, and maybe it's a possibility, so who knows. But as of right now it's censor this, censor that. One of the game, Conception Plus, has been censored, and I mentioned before the games, a lot 2 CG scene for Dead Alive and Dragon of the Valnir. 2 of them been modified, aka censored. I wouldn't be surprised if Dead or Alive 6 is censored. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of games being censored. We'll just have to wait and see. But like I said, vote with your wallet, send a message, and maybe they'll reverse it. If Microsoft fans can do it with Microsoft in 2013, and with Nintendo with their censorship in their games, yeah, it's a possibility. We'll just have to wait and see. With that, I'll see you guys later.